Subscribe to HuffPost UK.
Did about 7 hours straight of just like shagging, so it was it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Who doesn't love that?
Glad you enjoyed it, babe.
And then something.
Hello.
Hi, how are you guys? Good. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We actually did press for season 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was like pretty
yeah,
sure.
recognise
you came to BuzzFeed.
Yes.
Yes.
We did
course.
Yeah. We did
That was
BFF
fun.
test together. Well, congratulations. I'd love to touch on straight away, both of your careers have really blown up since season 1 when we spoke. How did it feel to come back to season 3 for this, having done, movies, TV, Broadway? How did that feel?
What do you think, Joe?
I think season 3 was a lot easier to come back to than season 2. I think season 2 we came back with like so much pressure of the success of season 1, whereas season 3 was like, okay, we've done it twice now. It's like we can just have fun with it and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to come back to the show with you feel like you have a bit more experience and have a bit more sort of maturity in a sense, and you feel a little bit more worldly. So that's always good for an actor.
Yeah.
I like to think. So yeah, I think it was just allowed us to come back and do the show, but even better, hopefully.
Yeah. And then a great bit I personally loved was Nick's reaction to Jonathan Bailey's character, because I fancied him forever. Was that hard for you to act here, or did that come quite naturally?
Not particularly. No, it was quite a special day, wasn't it? Having Johnny on set, it was pretty. I think we were all a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Sort of for that day to come.
Yeah.
When we were first, because I hadn't met him yet either. So
I don't know that.
yeah, I think you had met him, hadn't you? But I
First day on
it
set.
was my first time meeting him, and he's just lovely. So I was
Such a
just a
nice
bit
guy.
like, oh wow, this is great. But yeah, beautiful man. As we mentioned in the show.
Or was it exciting to have him in the series?
Yeah, it was really nice. I met Johnny a few years ago, and he was, from the first time I met him, he was talking about how he wanted to be in the show.
Yeah.
So I think they'd been trying to work it out behind the scenes for a long time. So it's good that they managed to fit him in perfectly.
So there's obviously a few Marvel references and jokes that are made in this series. I'm just wondering, is that like an in-joke now, considering Agatha all along? Is that like...
I think you'd have to ask Alice that one. I'm sure she probably has added a few just like, because I think on season 2, the day we first made a Marvel joke was like the day after I found out I got the part. So no one else knew. So it definitely didn't start as that. I think like in the books, Charlie's always hated Marvel stuff, but it's fun to be able to mess with it now.
Yeah, it's a great extra layer, I feel, when you're a viewer. And then Kit, you got to wear it's Captain America costume, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people are going to be pretty excited about that.
Hopefully, yeah. I don't know. I was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And is it only a matter of time before you join the MCU in some capacity?
I don't know. I think he's doing a very good job at that. So I'm gonna just let him do that, and I find it very scary, that whole world. So maybe I'll see how he does and sort of
see
just
how
like
you awful then. You can...
but I'll see. I think he's loved it. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, I have.
But yeah, so I have no plans to in the near future, but. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they'll see the Captain America and go, wow.
That's the one.
Wow. No, I'm not sure. Yeah.
And then this is the season when we obviously see Nick and Charlie progress to like another level of physical intimacy. Did you feel like that it was time for that? And then how did you approach those scenes on set?
I think we've been making jokes since like season 2. It's like, but I think they're definitely ready for it by the end of the show. But I think it's very handled in a very Heartstopper way, which is really nice.
Yeah. And going into it, like kind of approaching it, it was a very, we have David Thackeray, our intimacy coordinator. He kind of worked us through it and helped us a lot in making it feel comfortable being in a room with, as little people as possible, but still people, and, trying to make it look good for the camera, I suppose. So, and we did about 7 hours straight of just like shagging. So it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Who doesn't love that?
Glad you enjoyed it, babe.
And then something. No, you've said it now. You can't.
I've said it now.
Yeah. Something that also stood out is that Nick is often topless in this season. I felt like there was a lot of attention paid to his physique. How did that feel for you to shoot? Because I know you've spoken about maybe feeling like a pressure to look a certain way before.
Yeah. I mean, I'm shirtless for a good portion of this season. I had to wax my chest every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Which wasn't particularly fun.
It's fun for everyone else to watch.
It was fun for everyone else to watch. But yeah, it was, you know, I think it was, again, it was a part of the story. It was a part of the kind of dynamic between Nick and Charlie, was that, you know, Nick felt comfortable and sort of confident in himself, and that was just a part of the sort of storyline and arc and dynamic of our two characters. So there was one point where we were in our first week shooting in Lyme Regis on the beach in October. It was very cold,
Freezing.
and you know, you had just about, like, I don't know how many people
There was so many,
sat on the beach just watching us, and I did feel a little bit like, oh, okay, you know, this is interesting. But you know, as soon as they call cut, throw something on, it's fine.
We have a knack in the show of filming summer scenes when it's not summer and having to pretend that we're all really warm when actually we're freezing.
I did think that because I grew up near Lyme Regis, and I thought
really?
it doesn't look sunny, so that's going to be really fun for them. Something that obviously is a big storyline in this new season is Charlie's eating disorder. I wondered, Joe, like, how did you approach playing that? Because obviously it's something that you don't really want to get wrong, but it is very complicated.
Yeah,
as an issue.
I think it's all about being respectful and making sure you're portraying something as authentically as you can. I did like a lot of research and talked to a lot of people about the best way to portray it, and you know, with experiences of people around me, and yeah, I tried to. I think the most you can do as an actor is try to be as truthful as you can. So that's what we did.
Something I also enjoyed is that there's like a lot of references to Nick's mum, like driving up, but never really appearing on screen, which I thought was actually quite funny. Was it a shame not to have Olivia back for season 3 though?
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, of course, it's Olivia Colman. You know, you want her to be a part of everything you do. You know, when I'm sort of making my breakfast, I wish that she was there in the morning. So you know, like, she's a great loss whenever she's not there. You know, but to have Hayley Atwell this season was also, you know, a real joy and a pleasure, and she kind of took that sort of slightly maternal role in the show and just did a beautiful job, I think, with it. And yeah, I mean, it's always tough when you find out that Olivia Colman's not going to be able to come this season, but you know, I think Hayley did a wonderful job and filled those shoes. But it was quite funny as well, like throughout the shoot, kind of poking fun at it a little bit. We would do like improv scenes and sometimes just kind of look at the camera and be like, where is my mum? I don't know. You know,
That's great. They should have kept that in. That's great.
They should have. Yeah.
And then speaking of sort of like cameos, I'd love to know if you could have anyone cameo in the next season of Heartstopper, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
Anyone.
I've always said Jennifer Coolidge, so Jennifer Coolidge.
That would be
I
amazing.
think she'd be great.
Well, it would also just be like, how has that happened?
Yeah.
You know? Like, how has she found
would she
herself
play?
here? Do you know what I mean?
I think she could fit anything, so I'd still say her.
She do a British accent as well.
But like, it has to be a really bad one.
Really bad.
Really bad British accent.
Even if she can do a good one.
Yeah, it has to be bad.
Yeah.
She
Just
could
'cause it's
maybe
not
even
funny.
say, these guys are trying to murder me. Something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Great. How about you,
That would
Kit?
be amazing. Oh my god, I don't. There was a point where, I mean, like someone like Serena McKellen or something like that would be,
That'd be great.
pretty iconic. And am I wrong in saying there was a point where, like, they were kind of hoping to try and get him, but he's a busy man.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I
sick.
wouldn't be surprised if they did, because he's such a legend.
Definitely. Well, congratulations. That's my time. But enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you.
HuffPost UK is a new channel bringing you interview content about upcoming movies and TV. To support us, subscribe to our channel, engage with our uploads so that we can keep bringing you fun videos from your favourite celebrities.